everybody, I'm Yuri and I'm here with Chris.
Hey.
We're here with another edition of the Meet the Monster series, this time looking at the Zinogre.
Yes. He's definitely my favorite monster, and I mean, right from the get-go, you take a look at him, especially after looking at all the monsters that are introduced up until this point of the game. I think every other monster, to the designer's credit, is like are realistic, giant versions of beasts you might encounter on Earth. Then a Zinogre is not. There is nothing in the world like the Zinogre. There is no bear, dog, spiked tail, stegosaurus hybrid. Nothing looks like the Zinogre. To me, he's the most unique creation in the whole game. He does so many different interesting things. When he goes into rage mode, you actually get to see it. And it doesn't make him any easier just because you can see them. It just makes him more interesting to look at. And especially when he does like that WWE style, like triple flip, backswing, like no other monster moves quite like this. There's all the shoulder charging. It's pretty great, and I love to watch him charge up. He charges up, hey, free hits on the tail. And if you have your sound up really loud, there is an awesome little tweet that comes out when he's electrified. When it first happened to me, I thought it was an alarm going off in another room. But it's just this tiny little sound that he gives off. That's just another one of the unique properties that the Zinogre has.
He's full of detail and a lot of interesting little touches like that.
Yes.
I like the fact that he will, on purpose, fall on its back.
Yes.
If the goal is to damage you.
He also has that moment where you knock him out and he falls on its back, and you have to take the time. Do I want to wail on this guy, or do I want to catch bugs on his back? I don't know of any monster at the point I'm at in the game, G-Rank baby, where you can actually capture bugs off of another monster's back.
The Foga bugs, they're actually exclusive to the Zinogre's back.
Yeah.
I actually had to get some to make this armor that I'm wearing right now.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, speaking of armor, I please want everybody to take note of mine. Yes, I added some pink hues around it, but that's because after a while I'm like, oh, this is the closest approximation I have in the game to looking like Blanca. I can't change my hair to orange, but I can sort of get that orange and green look of a big, giant Brazilian beast. Speaking of which, Yuri, your thoughts?
Let's edit that out.
Why? It's funny. I like to use the dual blade, so that really causes me to have to get in up close and personal with a lot of monsters that I probably shouldn't. But I managed to find the pattern when he does his foot pounds, his paw pounds. He does 2 when he's normal, and then he does 3 when he's regular style. And after that, he will hang his head low, and then I just wail on his horns. And when you're not using a long or ranged weapon like me, that's the only time to do it. And, you know, it's also important to keep in mind, if you lay down a shock trap, even if you catch him in it, he will charge up. And I have experienced certain times when he is charged up and I lay down a shock trap, you just wasted a shock trap. He'll eat it. I still get hit with his electrical charge when he gives it off on occasion, because I think there's a trade-off. Like, when he's charging up, even if you know he's about to burst out with an electrical blast, it's still worth the amount of hits you can get on him in the meantime. And as long as you have decent armor, I totally encourage people to not even dodge away, just get those hits in.
Yeah, and you know, there's that slim chance that you might actually break him off of that.
That's true, and there's nothing quite so satisfying than knocking the electricity out of a Zinogre. It's not something you can do in real life.
Do not try that on a real Zinogre.
No, if you see a real Zinogre in the wild, I want everybody watching to turn and run away. I do not need any Zinogre attacks on my conscience.
And that pretty much wraps it up. Stay tuned, because we'll be coming soon with more monster videos.
Yeah, and if you hit that subscribe button right over there, you will be the first to know.
See ya.
Bye.